Good morning. Hi, my name's Andrea. So I'm an intuitive counselor person, life coach. I've assisted a lot of people in building their dreams. I would love to assist you too. So I am going to pull some cards this morning just to give you like a message for this Tuesday morning. And I'm out of Atlanta. If you are interested in seeing me, just look at my website in the description box. Also, click that subscribe bell. Click the bell, click the button. It's free. Thank you for supporting the channel just by clicking that button. That's greatly supportive. Okay. So this morning I'm going to talk to you about dualities, right? We all live in duality. We all live in duality, like the best of times, the worst of times. Like you can be having the greatest day ever and there's still like this like sort of shadow, like, ooh, I've still got to fix that in my life. Okay. Here's my advice to you. Just own it, because we're never going to be done adjusting things. There's always going to be more. There's always going to be like, well, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that. And that's okay. We take one step at a time. And wow, you'll be surprised at how you start accomplishing things. Also, it's unattachment. So the key here is owning your duality and owning your unattachment. Like you can have a preference, but at the same time, you can't be so attached to an outcome, because that'll push the outcome away. Okay. That'll put, the more you don't like something, the more it brings it in. And the more you're stressing about something, the more it pushes it away. You've got to say, okay, spirit, I know you always take care of me. Whatever happens, happens. This is my preference. This is what I've been manifesting. And I know it'll be this or better, or a no is actually protection. Sometimes no is the biggest gift you can give somebody. The biggest gift you can give somebody. I've said no to people before and they've gotten like, woo, crazy upset. And then at the end of the day, they were like, I get a phone call or an email. Oh, I apologize. You were absolutely accurate. Um, so sometimes no is the greatest gift you can give somebody. So somebody needs to hear that today. Whenever you hear this message or any of these messages on this channel, you're meant to hear them. That's it. Like, you're not going to hear them a minute before or a minute after you're meant to hear them. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards now. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you from the Harnessing Your Divine Feminine deck. Let me see here. Shine your body and soul up. Dive deep into self-care. You know, self-care sometimes means saying no. It sometimes means going to bed. It sometimes means standing in your power, asking for what you really want. When you ask for what you really want on a soul level, that's when it manifests. I've done that before. I've asked for what I really wanted, and when it comes from the soul, it's answered. Okay, it really is. If it's not from the soul, if it's like from the ego, or if it's like what I want today, right? That's not so much going to be answered. So 2 times the self-care card came up 2 times this morning. So guess what? Someone's not taking care of themselves. Please take care of yourself. Eat right. Eat more. Go see a healer. Go see someone to take care of yourself. It is very, very important, because stress is the #1 cause of heart disease, right? Heart disease kills like 40% of women. So please, 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 wear green, watermelon, tourmaline, anything for that heart chakra. And that'll sort of spread out into your other chakras and keep those chakras going. Wear the chakra colors. Do your thing for that. Get up, even just do it for you. Once you do something for you, it's the most amazing, empowering feeling ever. And you know, some people live their whole life and never feel like they do anything for them, right? You have to learn how to fight for yourself, and maybe not fight all the time, because we don't need to be a struggle. But once you do it once, you're like, wow, I can do this. I can do this. I can make it on my own. I can build a business. I can create that art. Like once you do it once, the momentum's going for you to do it more. And that's really how we stand and come to like full whole people. We're not half a person if you're single, and being with someone does not make you a whole person. Okay. Ask for non-human assistance. There's this spirit squad around you. Animals and ancestors and angels and spirit guides. They're all waiting for you to ask for assistance. And most people don't. They just forget. They just think literally the weight of the world is on their shoulders, and it's not. It's really not, right? And acknowledge where you are in life, okay? Like, just tell yourself, you know, I'm not doing so bad. I'm not where I was, and I'm not doing so bad. Contentment. Be grateful for where you're at, right? Just be like, thank you. I have not so bad of a life. Maybe I don't have, you know, that $1 million mansion at this point. I can say that I don't have bad of a life, right? So keep acknowledging where you're at, and that contentment will come through, okay? So material and spiritual prosperity. Most of us are manifesting this on a daily basis. And I got to tell you, manifestation comes in 7-year cycles. Everything we do today, you're manifesting the next 7 years of your life. I'm talking people we talk to, people we hang out with, what we eat, our businesses that we run, the way we spend our money. Every little thing is always building to the next 7 years. Okay. So moving on, somebody here's moving on from something that probably has something to do with self-care. It's like, wow, okay, this person or this relationship or this job is draining me more than it needs to. You're moving on, okay? And the sacral chakra starts to open up. Once you move on, that sacral chakra, that center of creativity, will really start to open up and blossom. Orange, wear orange, light an orange candle, eat orange foods, because that's where we create businesses, friendships, love. We create from the sacral chakra, right? We create everything we need, not just babies, right? We create the life that we create a healthy life of abundance and prosperity from our sacral chakra. And authority. So you may be a person in authority, like you run your own business, or you're a supervisor at work, or you may go to a person in authority with a suggestion or a conversation. Let's see how that's going to work out. Patience. When you go to that person in authority with a suggestion or a plan or a conversation, be patient. Or it may be that you're applying for a loan, or it may be that you are trying to get the house you want, or that business, or the car, or an adoption. Someone's trying to adopt right now is what I'm hearing. Be patient. This is an act of patience because everything's backed up. Awareness. You're going to wake up and know immediately that you're doing the right thing. So we get our most psychic hits like in that phase where you're almost asleep and almost awake, and you're in that like in between stage. That's when you're the most psychic, because your ego's out of the way and you can hear and you can see, right? And then the truth. You're going to see the truth in this situation. You're going to see it because your third eye's opening, and you're going to see maybe that authority figure is toxic. Maybe the authority figure is not being totally upfront with you, or maybe you're not being upfront with yourself. Someone in the situation is not being upfront, and that's going to come out. Okay. And discontent and boredom. I think maybe you're getting breadcrumbed. Someone here is getting breadcrumbed. They're getting like, we're going to give you just enough to keep you around. That happens with a lot of relationships. People don't know they're doing it when they're doing it to someone. Like it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be something that you're working through. You're getting breadcrumbed and you're getting bored with it, right? You're basically like, I'm over. If this is not going to happen, I'm out. And then accelerated motion. You're to that point where you're like, I'm out, right? Like I'm done. I'm changing things. I'm rocking the boat here. And then your life starts to move in accelerated motion. And that honestly goes back to the self-care card is what it does. The sacrifice card, you may feel like you've sacrificed something. You didn't. You got your soul back. You may have sacrificed like where you're inconvenienced for a minute. But ultimately, when we stand in our own power and live for ourselves, you get the fulfillment of wishes. The fulfillment of wishes card came up after that. Wow, this is a lovely story this morning. So as with anything, if you're in a bad situation, it probably took you a little while to get there. Okay. Like bad situations don't happen overnight. But if you are in it, so be patient with coming out of it. And you may have to, put down some burdens, put down some baggage, right? Maybe some furniture, walk away from some furniture or walk away from some sort of material items to get your fulfillment of wishes. But if you do that and you're having faith and trust in spirit, you're going to get like so much abundance. Like all your wishes are going to be fulfilled. And this is a journey. This is a process. This is not something that happens overnight. But every day you just worry about the next step in front of you and you're going to be okay. Okay. That's my message for everyone this morning. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to speak to each and every one of you. Thank you for listening to my channel. Namaste.